All right, so I know that you guys, we used to do these classes all the time, but because of COVID, we weren't allowed to put all of you at a table together, and now we are again. So we're going to start doing these classes again, once a week.
Same day every week, or?
Usually on Tuesdays, yes.
Okay.
Sometimes it's not going to be Tuesday, and if it's going to change, I'll let you know. So, there's a list on the wall that tells you what class is going to be what week. So if there's a class that you haven't been to yet, I very highly, that's the one. Yep, I highly recommend that you try to be here for the class of whatever, like the first week of the month, the second week of the month, right?
Right.
Okay. So we're going to start this one with counting down money. All right? So I know a lot of you guys have already learned how to count the money down, and you run it in rows of 5 and 50s go in rows of 4, right? So let's go over it again. We're just going to use hundreds to make it easy. But just so you know, everything goes in rows of 5 except for 50s. They go in rows of 4, okay? You want it to be as close to your side of the insurance line as possible. The largest number on the bill, if they want it counted face up, is like this. It has to go in the same direction. All their little heads have to go in the same direction, okay? So you're gonna go this way, or you're gonna go this way, okay? You can angle them out if you want to. For fewer bills, angling them out is better, but when you have a lot of bills, you want them to go straight down, okay? If it's the other way, let's find one that's got a newer one. There we go. There's your largest number on the bill, okay? So the largest number on the bill will be where the surveillance can see it the easiest, like this, okay? So we're gonna do it face up. Different casinos want it done different ways, so do it face up in school. If they want it done differently, they'll let you know, okay? Run down 5, okay? Hold everything in my hand here.
I was like, yeah, same.
If the bills in your hand are not all facing the same direction, just change it so that they face the same direction when you put them on the table. You can only go 5 rows across. Okay, so once you go 5 rows across like this, whatever you have left over in your hand, you're going to put it in the rack over the smallest denominations on the right, okay? Call out to your floor. You're going to block this, okay? And I'll show you what it means to block that. You're going to block it, and you're going to call out the amount. So in this case, it's $5, $10, $15, $20, $2,500. So you're going to call out blocking $2,500, and you're still counting. You're not done yet. So it's blocking $2,500. And counting. This is an approval call, okay? You have to wait for your floor person to say okay. Make sure they either come over or look over, see that it's $2,500, and then give you the okay to block it, all right? When they say okay, you're gonna stack it all back up, okay? Square it up, turn it over, take the paddle out and lay the paddle over it, okay? That's already counted. We already know what it is, right? It's $2,500. Don't forget how much it is. If you've got some hundreds, some 50s, some 20s, it's going to be a weird amount. So it could be something like blocking 1,250, right? Remember how much that is. That's why we're using hundreds, to make it easier for this lesson. Then you're going to continue counting in exactly the same way that you counted the first ones. Oh. Okay. So we're still not finished, right? So these are going to go here like the other ones did. Call it out to our floor person, blocking another $2,500. Give them the total so far. Blocking $2,500, $5,000 total, and counting. We're still not done, right? And counting. Get the okay on that. Another $2,500, $5,000 total. Okay? And count. Now, when you put this over here with this, you're going to crisscross. okay? So that we can see, there's 2,500, there's 2,500. That stays there. We're gonna count the rest, okay? Now, we know we have 5,000 here. Here's another 200. So we're gonna take checks from the rack. There's 4,000. There's 5,000. And let's just say, for example, maybe this person requested all black with 200 in green. Okay. Okay, now you've got it laid out. Okay. Your floor person has already okayed the 5,000. Now you're going to call out the total. Changing 5,200, right? Now they can look over, they can see 2, 4, 5, 52. That is also an approval call. Okay, go ahead, right? Wait until they say, okay, go ahead. Stack it up. And push it out to the person who gave it to you. Okay?
I'm rich.
You are rich. Once you're done, you're going to take whatever's still on the table. That goes in first. Okay? And then you're going to do one at a time your stacks. If they're too thick and they won't go down in the hole like this, take one bill, wrap it around the rest of the bills like this, and then this goes right into the drop box. Okay? And then you'll do the next one the same way. You'll take one bill, wrap it, and drop it into the drop box. Okay? Any questions on counting out large amounts of money? We're all good? Okay. If you have smaller amounts of money, somebody gives you something like this, you're going to separate every denomination, but in the same fashion, starting with your hundreds, 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s. Okay? This can stay on the table because it's only 3 rows, right? 1, 2, 50, 270, 290. We're going to start with one full stack of the table minimum color. There's 100. That's 200. And 275, 375. Wait. Yeah. Is that 390? No, that's 290. I was right the first time. Okay. Oh no, that was right. I was right. 1, 2, 275, 85, 90. Right? So this stays on the table instead of under the paddle because you don't have 5 or, you have 5, less than 5. 5 or less. Okay? Any questions on bringing money, counting down money? We're all good? Good. Okay? And then you would